guys, welcome back to the channel. That's way too bright, but okay, so I'm gonna be so white in this video. Okay, so it's gonna be whiter than usual, but that's fine. So today we are going to be ranking all the albums that I listened to in 2025 because I saw one of my favorite YouTubers do this. His name is Jackson, and I love listening to his music reactions and stuff. He did this. So I thought I would do some of my own, and we've got albums that I've reacted to on this channel that you can go watch. I've got there's some in there that I've listened to on my own time, and then some albums that are like from like a few years ago or last year that I just got around to listening this year. But yeah, so that's what we're gonna be doing today. And I just want to say before we start, my last video where I was explaining like why my song got taken down and everything, I want to thank y'all so much for letting that do as good as it did. I was not expecting it to get like almost 700 views as of right now. But I'm glad it did, but I wasn't expecting it. So thank y'all so much. But yeah. And also we have a very different setup because my iPad is broken and I usually use my iPad for these kind of things. Well, these type of videos, but today we're going to be using my laptop, and I figured out everything, so hopefully it goes according and it goes smoothly. As you can see, like, here it is. I've got it pulled up and everything. Hopefully this will work, and let's get into it. So I'm going to show y'all the tiers. We have Changed My Life, which, you know, best out of best. I already know one that's going in here, but I don't know about the other ones. Changed My Life, best album ever made. Then we've got No Skips, which it was a good album with no skips, but it didn't like change my life, obviously. And then we've got It's a Grower, which means I liked it and it's probably gonna grow me, but it's not my favorite, but I still liked it. Then we've got I Don't Get the Hype, which pretty self-explanatory. And then another one, My Ears Are Bleeding, which means it was so bad that it made my ears bleed. So yeah, without any further ado, let's get into it because I'm very excited. So first, there is going to be some deluxe in here, and we actually have one of those first. But first, we have Short and Sweet Deluxe, which came out in February. This album, like, just the deluxe alone, because I'm just going to be doing this based off the deluxe. The original album changed my life. But the deluxe, there is a skip, which is the Please, Please, Please with Dolly Parton. It's just not my favorite. The songs are good, but definitely you can tell they're deluxe tracks. So, but I don't want to put it in It's a Grower because, like, it wasn't, like, meh. Okay. Do I have to? Because there is a skip on it. Okay, I'm going to have to do it. I'm just going to go ahead and put it in No Skips because I'm going to put it in No Skips, even though there is one. The rest of them are bangers. Next one, if y'all know me, y'all already know where this is going. Brighter Days Ahead, it changed my life. That deluxe added so much to the original album. It closed up the story so good, and I love everything about it. Every song is a banger. Every song kind of makes me cry a little bit, and that's fine. But yes, that one's going and changed my life because obviously I am a massive Arianator. I'm going to love anything that she puts out. So that's going to change my life. One of the best albums ever made. Next. So next is another one of my favorites, Man's Best Friend. This album did come really soon after Short and Sweet, a little over a year, or a little under. It definitely has no skips for me, but it didn't like change my life. So I'm gonna put it in No Skips, but it's gonna go before Short and Sweet. Next, we have Addison by Addison Rae, her debut album. Given it is the debut, the album is really good. It's really good. I don't think there's any skips, but there's 2 interludes that, you know, could skip. I'm gonna let y'all know I'm probably gonna put most of these in the top. But yeah. So I'm going to put this one in just before Short and Sweet Deluxe, and we're gonna put it in No Skips because that album is really good, especially for a debut. They did such a good job. So yeah. Next is Wishbone, and this was actually my first Conan Gray album that I've ever listened to fully, and it was really good. Actually, I really enjoyed it. but there is a few skips, so I'm going to put it in It's a Grower because I don't really listen to the songs on a daily, but when they come up, I usually don't skip them, you know, just like a few. But yeah, I really liked it. I probably just need to get into his music a little bit more, but overall, it was a pretty solid album. I really liked it. And I know it's gonna grow on me as time passes. I know it came out a long time ago, like a few months ago, but that's fine. I'm gonna put it in It's a Grower for right now. Next is Who's the Clown by Audrey Hobart. This is one of the more underground artists, but there is definitely some skips in here. Definitely. Her music isn't really my vibe. But it was good for what it is, and I did enjoy it. I did enjoy Conan's more, but I'm going to put Who's the Clown in It's a Grower because Audrey Hobart is a fairly newer artist. You know, she has time to dive into her sound. The one she has right now is perfectly fine. It's just not for me, but I did enjoy what I heard, you know? So I'm going to put that in It's a Grower, but it's definitely not better than Wishbone. So next is another one of my favorites. This is So Close to What by Tate McRae. I did film a YouTube video on this one, but it would not export. So I edited the whole thing and then it just didn't want to save. So unfortunately, I didn't get to show y'all my reaction to that one, but I really loved it. And it's going and changed my life. And I could not find the original album cover anywhere. So I have to use this alternate one, but that's fine because it's T. But this album was so good. There's, you know, some songs that aren't my favorite, but I'm not going to skip them because literally every song in this album is perfect. So yeah, it definitely changed my life. Figuratively and literally. So it has to go up there. I really feel like that this one or Think Later is one of her best albums. And I know she only has 3. But I'm going to go on a limb and say that So Close to What is her best album. Sue me. And I have listened to the other ones. So it's her best album. Sue me. And it's going up there. You cannot change my mind about that. Next one following, we do have the deluxe for the So Close to What. There's definitely no skips on that one, but it is a deluxe. So I'm going to put it here. I do love every song on it. Trying On Shoes and Horseshoe are my tracks. So literally do not play. Do not play. I'm really not good at explaining these things. I'm really sorry. But yeah, I liked every song that this deluxe. It didn't add much as per se, but it was really good. So I'm gonna put it in no skips. V by Doja Cat is next. I'm gonna go ahead and put this one in It's a Grower. I definitely get the hype because some of the songs are so good, and then some of them are like, I don't want to listen to it again. You know, it's very mixed, but it's a good album. Again, maybe like, I don't know, okay? But I'm gonna put it in It's a Grower because I definitely got the hype and it's not making my ears bleed, but there's definitely a lot of skips and it didn't change my life. So it has to go in the middle at the end of it, you know? So now we're gonna get into the albums that I did not cover on the channel that either were from the past or came out this year, but I didn't film a reaction to them. And that first one is Brat by Charlie XCX. This album, totally get why there was a whole summer themed after it. Brat Summer, I did participate in Brat Summer. Yes, I did. Now, was I the only one in my family to participate in Brat Summer? Yes, except my cousin, Sadie, which you know probably. I love Charlie XCX, okay? And I love this album so much. I'm really tempted to put it and change my life, but there's a few skips. There is a few skips, but it's definitely not a grower. Definitely not a grower. It is definitely grown on me. So I'm going to put it at the end of... Actually, okay. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put the short and sweet at the end because there is one skip, but I cannot compel myself to put it in its grower. And then I'm going to do the same with Brat, but put it at the end because there was more than one skip, but there wasn't even that many skips. But this album was so culturally impactful and it was so good, so I have to put it and no skips. Honestly, okay, y'all might hate me. There's skips, but I do think it, yep. I'm putting it up there. I'm putting it up there. Don't say anything. I'm putting it up there, and you're not going to say anything about it. Okay, please. That album was so good. That album was so good. So enough of Brat. And this is kind of ironic, if you know. But next, following that one, is The Life of a Showgirl by Taylor Swift. I did film a reaction to this one. And immediately after posting it, YouTube did take it down. So, and I wasn't gonna fight it. So this is the first one where I'm going to be putting it in I don't get the hype. I'm not a massive Swiftie, as I already come, okay? I don't listen to her music at all, and that's probably why it's in there. It wasn't ear bleeding. Some of the songs were good, and some of them weren't. I'm just not a Swiftie, okay? So I'm not really the person to say anything on this one. It's not a grower because I'm probably never going to listen to any of these songs again. So I'm going to safely put it in I don't get the hype. I'm sorry to all the Swifties watching, okay? I'm sorry. Next, we are going, it's Think Later, which is one that came out 2 years ago, or 3, because we're in 2026, I keep forgetting. This album was really good. I really don't think there's a skip on it either. Did it change my life? Is it one of the best albums made? No, but I'm going to put it in no skips because I really don't think there's any skips at all. Do I think it's better than the Deluxe? Yes, because it's an entire album based on the Deluxe. So I'm going to, okay, so I do like Man Smith's Friend more. Okay, so I'm going to put it right there. I'm going to put it right there and no skips. Yeah. One of the albums that I visited for the first time, so I was late to that one. And then the next one, because I kind of went on a whole discography thing with Tate McRae, where I listened to everything. And then her first album, I Used to Think I Could Fly. Definitely not Think Later level. Definitely not So Close to What level. But I'm going to put it in It's a Grower, because I liked some songs. Others, not so much. Okay, do I put this in front of V? I don't know. I listen to V more, so I do like V more than I Used to Think I Could Fly, so I'm going to put it there. And please don't hate me when some of the songs come up on my playlist. Usually I do go ahead and skip them. Maybe that's just me not wanting to give it a chance. I don't know, because I really like the songs. Why would they be on my playlist if I didn't? You know? But I don't know. So I'm going to put it in It's a Grower. So next one is one that came out again 3 years ago, which sounds crazy, but it is just January, so basically 2. Is Scarlet by Doja Cat. Okay, so I really like some songs on here, okay? I really like some songs on here, and then some I really don't. So it's not a bad album, so I can't put it in I don't get the hype, because I got the hype, but I do think it's better than V. I think it's better than Wishbone. Honestly, I'm going to put it up there. Next is Crash by Charlie XCX, which a lot of people, this album is so underrated. It's crazy. This album is so good. And I really want to do like a deep dive on my channel of her whole discography, along with a few others. But yeah, I listened to Crash for the first time, and I did it on one of my, The Jackson, he reacted to it, and then I went onto the album myself and listened to it, and I loved it, okay? I don't think there's a skip. I don't think there's a skip. Okay, thank you. So I'm going to put it right here. Right here feels safe. Yeah, right there feels safe. Actually, no, there was like 1 or 2 skips, so I'm gonna put it, I did like Short and Sweet better, so I'm going to put it at the end. But it definitely is such a good album. You guys need to listen to it. And then the next one is like it's not an album, it's an EP by Cat's Eye. Is it a bad time to say that I really don't get the hype on Cat's Eye? I like a few songs, but some of them, not so much. So, okay, please don't hate me for this. I definitely liked it more than The Life of a Showgirl, but I have to put it in I don't get the hype, okay? I'm sorry. Please don't hate me, okay? So we're on to our last two. And the first one is another underrated artist that really isn't underrated, but like kind of. Jesse Murph, and it is blank hysteria. I don't want to say the intercourse word on here because I don't know what will happen, but it's that hysteria. This album was amazing. She's kind of like the black-haired Sabrina Carpenter, if you kind of get what I'm meaning by that. So to that, I'm putting it in no skips because this album was really good. Oh, the deluxe was so good. Oh, the deluxe was so good. I had like 8 songs on it, which was crazy. But I'm gonna put this one. I'm gonna put it right here. Right here feels good. Yep. Yep, that one sounds good. And then the last one is Aftercare by Nessa Barrett. And a lot of you guys probably haven't listened to this one, but it's really good. The songs kind of do sound the same. They do. But that's a good thing because the sounds are amazing. But I'm definitely going to put it in it's a grower. I'm gonna put it like right here. Yeah, right there. Don't have much to say on it because I haven't listened to it in a while. But yeah. So that's my completed list. Yeah, I know a lot of you guys are not going to agree with me on this one at all. And yeah, I'm glad I didn't put anything in ear bleeding because if I'm going to be real, I don't think I've listened to an album and it's been that bad. But I just had to put that one on there. But yeah, this is my final list. You seen it. And I don't know if you guys will agree with me or not. Tell me down below. But that is it for this video. There might be a video coming out Wednesday if my friend can come over because we're going to film something if she can. Ella. But yeah, so if you guys like this video, give it a big thumbs up down below and subscribe for more content by me or, just any content from me that you would want to do. I'm open to suggestion and turn on that notification and pray that this laptop will please work for me because I don't want to film this all over again. So yeah. Bye, love you.